Hi everyone, this is Scott Swanay with Fantasy Baseball Sherpa, here with a preview of the 2012 Atlanta Braves pitching staff. Overall, I think Atlanta is going to be a 500 team this year. Their hitting isn't as good as it's been in previous seasons. Several of their hitters are coming off of down years last year. They only have one legitimate home run threat in Dan Uggla, and their pitching staff also has its problems. Tommy Hanson is questionable health with his shoulder. Tim Hudson is going to miss the beginning of the season. So really, I don't see them as being much more than a 500 team in the NL East this season. That would put them in a scrum with Washington and Miami for second through fourth. Mets have a stranglehold on last, and Philadelphia should win the division fairly easily this year. So let's take a look first at the mixed league options among the Braves pitchers. First, as we mentioned, we've got Tommy Hanson. He, conservatively, I would say, put him down for about 150 innings, maybe 11 wins, 3.25 ERA or so, 115 whip, and he'll strike out roughly a guy an inning. Next up is Tim Hudson, also figures to win about 11 games, assuming he's able to come back and make 25 starts. His ERA will be in the low threes, whip also in the mid one teens, and he only strikes out about 6 guys per 9 innings, so obviously not as overpowering as Hanson can be, but still manages to get the job done. The third of the 4 Atlanta starters who are mixed league options is Brandon Beachy. He's somewhat of a strikeout pitcher too. He strikes out about 8 per 9 innings. He should win 10 games, ERA around 4, and a whip in the mid one teens. Finally, we've got Jair Jurgens, and he also figures to win about 10 games, pitch about 175 innings. ERA in the mid threes, about 3.4 or so, whip in the mid to high 120s, and he strikes out also about 6 or 7 guys per 9 innings then. So anyway, let's take a quick look. Closer Craig Kimbrell, his second year in that position, he's got a pretty solid hold on that. Unless his arm falls off like it almost did at the end of last season, he figures to get the bulk of the save opportunities. I figure he's probably good for 35 to 40 saves based on the projected Braves win total. His ERA should be in the low 2s, whip in the mid 1 teens, and he strikes out an incredible almost 15 guys per 9 innings, so that's pretty impressive. And he also pitches 70 innings, so he'll probably give you close to 100 strikeouts then. So otherwise, if you're looking for save speculation, Johnny Venters is a good option, and then slightly lesser options, you've got Arodys Vizcaino, and also Kirk Medlin is back from a year off with arm trouble. He could very easily fit into a spot starting or even a full rotation spot depending on how their injury situation goes. NL only league, you can look also at Mike Minor as an option, and I would stay away. The Braves have a lot of heralded young pitchers, but Julio Teheran and also Randall Delgado, I would advise staying away from both of those guys this season. I don't think either one of them is going to be a major fantasy contributor in 2012. So please check out Fantasy Baseball Sherpa, and there's over 700 player projections and rankings there. They're updated constantly throughout spring training. You can also follow us on Twitter at fantasy_Sherpa. So for Fantasy Baseball Sherpa, I'm Scott Swanay, and we'll see you next time.